What's up, everybody? Welcome to Empire Sports Talk. I am your host, Roman Gennaro, and I want to talk about Fernando Mendoza, as it was announced this week that he would not attend the NFL draft, which took a lot of people by surprise because as he is almost assuredly going to be the number one overall pick when the draft kicks off and the Las Vegas Raiders go on the clock on April 23rd. The first pick, round one, is expected to officially begin at 8 p.m. on the 23rd. I expect the pick to be in for the Raiders at 8:02. Like this, he is going to be the number one overall pick, and he announced this week that he is not attending the draft. Instead, he's going to watch it at home in Miami with his family and friends. Now, this might take a lot of people by surprise, like I said, but if we've been paying attention to Fernando Mendoza for the last few years, this is right on par with the person that Fernando Mendoza is. It's family first. This is a guy that's got his priorities straight. Not only is it family first, his Heisman ceremony was about his parents and his brothers. He chose not to throw at the combine because he was focusing on other things. He did give interviews at the combine, and he said, this is a job interview. So he knows what this is. Like, yeah, it's the NFL, it's a game. He knows this is a job. His LinkedIn became subject of conversation because he's got his business internships. He's got his business school degree on his LinkedIn. And even just a few days ago on his LinkedIn, he posted his partnership with U.S. Bank, not just as an athlete and an endorsement deal, but he literally has it listed as work experience on his LinkedIn with a position, with a job description listed. And I'm going to read it directly from his LinkedIn. On April 26th, he started a new position as the Chief Financial Playmaker, and the job description reads, providing strategic consultation to shape U.S. Bank Financial Edge, a customized financial program that supports professional athletes at every stage of their financial journey. So if you follow Fernando Mendoza, you know he got a degree in business from Cal, and then he got his Master's of Business Administration from Indiana. There are a lot of athletes that if they know they're going to go play in the NFL, if they know they're going to have a long career, they go into journalism so that they can be analysts when they're finished. They go into any number of things. But you can see that Fernando Mendoza has taken his career beyond football very, very seriously. So it wouldn't surprise me if instead of going to the media when he retires, Fernando Mendoza, if he stays around the NFL, will go into a front office or even will go work at a bank, maybe U.S. Bank. So this is a guy, and none of this has anything to do with him not attending the NFL draft. But all that to say, this is a guy that's got his head on straight, that knows, like, yeah, that football's great and it's going to set me up and I hope to play for a long time. But, like, this guy knows there's more to life than football. He knows that family comes first. And a lot of people say that, but then they don't live it out. And I'm not talking about anybody particular. We all do that, right? A lot of people say, oh, I'm all about my family and friends, but then when you have a moment to show that, it doesn't always happen. So I don't mind this at all from Fernando Mendoza because this is a guy who's got his priorities straight. It's a guy that I expect that after he retires from the NFL, will go into business, will go into maybe a front office. He understands that football doesn't last forever, and it's pretty easy for some guys to blow through their NFL money, which is why he's partnering with U.S. Bank to say, hey, we want to help set athletes up for their financial future. This is a guy that could end up being a financial advisor, could end up being high up in a bank, could end up being in the accounting or the business administration part of the front office for an NFL team. This is a guy that is thinking about after football, and I respect that. But also, he's choosing family over a giant stage. And I have to say, like, I understand that. I think I would make a similar decision if it were me. So while it's not a big deal, it's not dramatic, it's just a little surprising because he is expected to be the number one overall pick. And I feel like in recent years, we've seen players even drafted in the first round, choosing to watch from home. And I like that. But I can't remember the last time we saw a pick that high, let alone the number 1 overall pick, decide not to attend the draft. But like I said, everything we've seen from Fernando Mendoza, it's not that he shies away from the spectacle. He doesn't care about it. It's always been family first. It's always been career. He's already thinking about life after football, and as he said in a pre-draft interview, when brought up about his LinkedIn profile, he said, "I'm currently unemployed. I'm looking for a job." So it's a job to him. He knows it's a job. He knows football is not his life. He knows that his career and his security is coming in his degree and his partnerships that he makes now with U.S. Bank, that yes, while he plays football, he's building something for after. And it's his family, it's his future, it's his career beyond football. And I respect that. Let me know what you think about Fernando Mendoza's choice not to attend the draft. I know it's not a big deal, so I'm not going to ask, do you agree with it? Do you not agree with it? What I want to know in the comments is, if you were a top pick in the NFL draft, would you attend, or would you be one that would choose to spend it with friends and family? Until then, I'm Roman Gennaro. This is Empire Sports Talk. And if you like baseball as much as I, don't forget to check out our new podcast within a podcast, Empire on Deck, where we break down the nightly Major League Baseball action with scores, stories, and more. Until the next video, I'll see you around.